Monday, the 17th of January, 2022. The first full moon of this current year. And 2022 is a balanced year. 22. Balanced numbers like this only come once every 11 years. And they carry more energy than a normal year would carry. So this year, 2022, is going to be very important in balancing. And a lot of karma will be played out this year. And our topic today here for our meditation, first of 2022, is of course about balance and bringing ourselves into balance in this current year. The energies we are using, the energies we're harnessing are, first of all, we've got the full moon, and we've got the moon goddess candle here, full moon with the flame, the fire. We have got the energy of the water behind us. That's why we're coming to you earlier, because we want you to see the water. We have got the sound vibration here, coming from the drum, Declan Quigley and Mnaska, and Brenda Murnaghan from Pure Reflection Dundalk, coming to us today with the solfeggio pipes. Before it was the Tibetan bowls, now it's the pipes. And they carry each pipe carries its own vibration, its own sound. And the combination of them, when Brenda plays them with the drum, will bring us into a deeper meditation state where we need to be. The other energies we are using, as you can see here, we've got colour and we've got crystals, all to do with balance. And the higher beings of light we are going to call upon for the meditation are Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel, sometimes called Haniel. The combination of Ascended Master energy and Archangel energy is very, very, very strong. Lady Nada was incarnated 2,000 years ago in Jewish Palestine as the partner of Yeshua. She was Mary Magdalene. Her energy is very, very strong, and she's associated with bringing us into balance with our masculine and feminine energies. Our masculine energy is coming from our head that is full of propaganda, is controlled, and our feminine energy is coming from our heart, which is us in our true nature, which is not controlled. And that's what Mary Magdalene is associated with, bringing us into balance with that. We have the energy of Archangel Aniel, also a balancing energy. And the combination of those two is very, very, very powerful. We have a very powerful energy too coming from the crystals. We have got the calcite crystals, the green calcite and the orange calcite, and they both unblock blocked or stagnant energy, bringing us into balance. We have got this beautiful crystal here, the Smithsonite, or Smithsonian, which calms the emotions and it soothes the mind, again bringing us into balance. And we've got, of course, amethyst. Everybody knows the amethyst, which brings us into balance. We have got the flames here. We've got the colours of the gold and the purple are Lady Nada's colours, and the turquoise is the colour of Archangel Aniel. Those are the energies we are using. The full moon, the colour, the crystals, the sound vibration, and Archangel Aniel and Ascended Master Lady Nada. Now, this is all about bringing us into balance. That's what our meditation is about today. And 2022 is a year of balance. 22 is a balanced number. Everything starts with 1, the number 1. And the balance of 1 is 11, 1, 1. And all the multiples of 11 are also balanced numbers. 11 multiplied by 2, 22, 11 multiplied by 3, 33, etc. And 11 is the only number that performs or operates in that way. And it only comes in the calendar every 11 years. So this 2022 is going to be very, very, very important in playing out a lot of karma. And we need to use the energies coming in 2022 to bring ourselves into balance, because we cannot progress on our spiritual path until we are in balance. And talking about balance, we're not just talking here about the balance of the masculine energy and the feminine energy. That's part of it, yes. But there's an awful lot more in our lives which we need to balance. So 2022, being a year of balance, is going to be very important for all of us. And it's not just about balancing our masculine and feminine energies, balancing the head with the heart. We can't make all our decisions either from our head alone or from our heart. We've got to have a balance between both. But there are also a lot of other areas in our lives where we need to ask ourselves, are we in balance? If we're not in balance, then during this current year, we need to work to get ourselves back into balance. For example, are we balanced in the giving and the receiving we do in life? A lot of people give a lot more than they receive. People find it very difficult sometimes to receive. Some people, even receiving a compliment is very difficult for some people. Now, each and every soul yearns to give, because by giving, we score our spiritual brownie points. So if I fail to accept or receive something from you, what I am really doing is I am denying you the opportunity to score spiritual brownie points. I am not taking. Taking is a different thing. We all know there are takers in this life. I'm talking here about receiving and accepting and being able to do that. We need to balance our receiving and accepting with our giving. Otherwise, we are not in balance. And we need to allow other people to score their spiritual brownie points by giving to us. Are we in balance with trusting in divine destiny and forging our own path? We can't leave it all to God. We've got to do our own bit. For example, if you want to sell your house, you can't expect God to come down and go to the estate agent for you and do the job. You've got to do your bit. But the point is then, you do your bit, you leave it, and you hand over to divine providence. You don't go against the flow. You do your bit and then let go and let God. Are we balanced there? Are we balanced in where we seek spiritual powers and letting them come to us when we are ready? We cannot hurry our spiritual development. It will come to us when and as we are ready. And the more we hurry it, the more we're slowing it down. Are we balanced in following a particular religion, a particular teacher, looking for a guru here and a guru there? Or are we following our own intuition, coming from our own higher self? We've got to be balanced there. Remember, everything comes from within. No teacher, no religion can give you that. Are we balanced between I am not my brother's keeper and I am my brother's keeper? We are all one. If one man is hungry and starving and in pain, we all have a responsibility for that. Now, I am not responsible for anybody else's spiritual development or responsible for anybody else's happiness, but I have a responsibility to those who are starving in the world and suffering when I have more than I need. We have a responsibility towards each other. But again, interfering and bullying them and coercing them, that's what we shouldn't be doing. Are we balanced in understanding that we have free will and taking responsibility for our actions? Yes, I am free to go out there and kill somebody, but I've got to take my responsibility for it. So we've got to be balanced there too. Are we balanced in just being and striving? We've got to be balanced there. Are we balanced in learning lessons from history and living in history? History teaches us lessons. Are we learning those lessons, or are we holding on to old grudges, old past hurts? Are we living in the past? We've got to be balanced there. And grudges, holding on to them, and arguments take up a lot of energy. And that is abuse of energy. And if we're doing that, we are not balanced. Are we balanced in humility and self-worth? Each one of us has got a unique role to play in this incarnation and a unique contribution to make to the overall collective spirituality of humanity. And we've got to give ourselves a pat on the back for the work that we are doing well. Am I balanced in what I want and what I need? Yes, wealth is not a problem. There's no problem being rich. but how do you use it? What do you do with it? Am I balanced in the time out I take from work and from living? Time out in nature to recharge my batteries. Nature, Mother Earth, is not called Mother Earth for nothing. Mother Earth is our chief nurturer, our chief nourisher, our nurse, our guide, our teacher. So we need to spend time out in Mother Nature. We need to spend time in meditation, because it's only in the silence and the quiet that Spirit can talk to us. Are we balanced in keeping quiet and speaking out about something when we know it's wrong? Are we balanced there? Do we keep quiet because we don't want to disturb things? We want to keep the peace. We have to be balanced there. Are we balanced in growing through spiritual experiences and going to all the courses, all the books we can read? Are we balanced there? All the courses and books you read will not get you anywhere unless you're open to experience it. Now, are we balanced too in keeping in mind the bigger picture and getting bogged down in trivials? You know, we fail our driving test. Your children fail their exams. So what? That's only trivial. In the overall scheme of things, it doesn't even register on the radar. Are we balanced in the three-plumed flame? The three-plumed flame of wisdom, power and love. Wisdom is the gold colour, power is the blue, and love is the pink. We have to be balanced in all three. We can have all the knowledge in the world, but if we don't have the love to share it and the power to get it out there, that is abuse of energy. A lot of people have a lot of knowledge and know a lot, but they keep it from us. Are we balanced in the time we spend on our own company and the time we spend in group activity? We've got to have a balance there as well. Are we balanced in our helping and always wanting to help and allowing ourselves to be used as a doormat? We've got to be balanced there. Are we balanced in any addiction, any addictive way? Is there an excess of anything in our lives? For example, are we too dependent on medication? Are we too dependent on drugs or alcohol? Are we addicted to anything? Too much of anything is not a good thing. And the big thing for this meditation, we've got to mention this, is discernment. We have got to, in 2022, start to be more discerning. Are you believing all you see and hear? All you hear in the news, do you believe it all? It's all propaganda. The news just doesn't report news, the news makes up news, and we all know that. So are you believing all you see and hear? You've got to be more discerning. And more important, are you obeying orders and instructions without questioning? Without questioning the morality of those or the rationale of those? Because remember, the Nazis and Hitler at the Nuremberg trials, what was their excuse? Their excuse for genocide and murders and torture of the most horrific kind, all the horrific medical experiments, what was their excuse for that? We were just following orders. Those men who went in every day and exterminated thousands of Jews were the same men who went home at night and played with their children around the fire. We were just following orders. That was their excuse. Are you just following orders? Are you responding through fear or through bribes or through guilt? Are you being made a scapegoat? Are you being forced? And is that the reason why you are obeying and doing what you're doing at the moment? None of those, not one of those, is a good enough reason for doing anything. And in these days of no leadership, and even the ones who are making the rules aren't obeying them, you've got to question yourself, why are you obeying them? This is a time of psychological warfare. We know that. It's mind control and mind games that are going on. Control through mind. Psychological warfare. And the sad thing is that a lot of people don't even know we are on a battlefield. But 2022 is going to sort out a lot of karma. A lot of balance is coming. And don't allow yourself to become a pawn in anyone else's power game. Now, we are going to start the meditation now, so can we start the sound vibration, please, to get us into a deeper state? We've got to consider all of this when we call upon High Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel to bring us into balance in whatever areas of our life we are not in balance. And for each one of us, it's going to be different. We're all individual. So I'll talk you through the meditation. Just make yourself comfortable and relax. And we'll take a minute to let the vibration bring us into a deeper state for meditation. And first, of course, as in any spiritual exercise, we need to ground and we need to protect. So grounding, first of all, see the roots extending from the soles of your feet right down into Mother Earth. And connect with the beautiful spiritual energy, the feminine energy of Mother Earth, holding and supporting you firmly. Protecting. Now draw the white light of spirit around you and ask Archangel Michael to cover you completely with this blue cloak, all for your protection. And now we need to move ourselves into a higher vibration level in order to connect with the higher forces of Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel. So very slowly, bring your body up towards your crown chakra, very slowly, very gently. You're moving into your body of light, into your energy body. Keep coming upwards towards your crown chakra. And as you're coming upwards, you are feeling lighter and lighter and brighter and brighter as you move into your energy body, into your body of light. And when the feet of your second body are on the head of your first body, you are in your body of light, your body of energy. And before we can remedy anything, we have to be aware of it in the first place. Before we can get ourselves into balance, we need to be wary of those areas in our lives where we are not in balance. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to ask Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel to show us those areas in our life where we are not in complete balance. Now, you're in your body of light, your energy body. And we call upon the energies of High Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel. All you have to do is think of Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel. Just send your thought out to them. And as all thoughts do, you'll attract their energy back to you. See Lady Nada in the magnificent blazing ruby and gold light, and Archangel Aniel in the blazing turquoise light. Connect with your heart center. Hold that thought there. And now send that thought up through your third eye, up through your crown chakra, out, 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 into the highest of spiritual realms, attracting Lady Nada's energy and Archangel Aniel's energy back to you. Wait until you feel the connection. Until you feel the link with Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel. Know that they are connecting with you. Wait and know that this is happening. Feel Lady Nada's blazing ruby and gold light surrounding you. And now feel this ruby and gold light being joined, merged with the beautiful blazing turquoise light of Archangel Aniel. As they fill your aura with their presence and their energy. Relax into this energy. Two figures come before you. It is Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel. Blazing, shining, shimmering. Feel the love pouring from their hearts into your heart. Feel the magnificent combined energy soaking into every part of your being. Soothing, calming, renewing, balancing. Lady Nada's ruby and gold light and Archangel Aniel's turquoise light gently touch your heart center. Feel the surge of energy as your heart opens and expands with love. Feel your heart opening. Feel the divine feminine rising through every part of your being. Feel the power of your heart increase as you allow all your emotions, all your feelings to come from your heart. As you live from your heart. Truth, love, compassion. All coming from your beautiful heart. It is your heart that generates all the love, that flows from you out into all humanity. The power of your heart. Your channel through which you receive and transmit divine love and light. Your beautiful heart. Feel it open and expand as Lady Nada's light and energy renews and activates your heart center. Your heart is free. Your heart connects you to the natural world. Look into your heart. Feel the joy of living from your heart. It is only in your heart that you can connect with your own divine God essence. Breathe deeply. Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel both gently now touch your third eye. And you feel it expand with the beautiful ruby, gold and turquoise blazing light, filling you with a sense of total peace. There is nothing to fear. All is well. All is good. All is happening as it should. You feel your energy, your vibration frequency being raised as you relax into the soothing cocoon of ruby, gold and turquoise rays, flooding you with a deep sense that all is well. Every cell in your body is responding to the ruby and gold rays of Ascended Master Lady Nada and the turquoise ray of the mighty Archangel Aniel. You are remembering who you really are. You are awakening to long forgotten truths. You're expanding your awareness. You're moving towards a much higher level of soul consciousness, soul enlightenment, balance in all areas of your life. Allow your mind to open to all that is. Just be in this moment. And let the ruby, gold and turquoise light soak through you and into you, lighting up every cell in your body. Now ask and allow Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel to show you in what areas your life is not in balance at this point in time. Are you in balance with your masculine and feminine energies? With your feelings and emotions coming from your heart and reason and logic coming from your head? Take time to consider. Are you being led too much by one or the other? You must have a balance. Now ask yourself, are you in balance with giving and receiving? Are you allowing yourself to receive and accept from other people? Are you taking rather than accepting and receiving? Are you giving and accepting in equal measure? Are you in balance in this area of your life? Now consider, are you trusting in divine destiny to deliver everything to you? Or are you forging your own path? You need to be in balance, doing your own bit as necessary, and then leaving the rest to Source and to the universe. Are you trying to bring about your own outcome? The universe knows the entire picture. You need to be in balance with the part you need to play, and then when to step back, when to let go and let God. Are you in balance with I am my brother's keeper and I am not my brother's keeper? Are you turning a blind eye to the needs of others? Are you aware of those less privileged than you, and are you reaching out to them? Are you there to help in whatever way you can? We are all one. When one person hurts, we all hurt. Are you dictating someone else's life? Interfering when it does not concern you? Taking on responsibility when that responsibility is not yours to take on? Coercing, forcing, dictating how others should behave? Ask Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel to help you become aware of how you are balanced or not balanced in this area of your life. Now ask yourself, are you balanced in having free will and taking responsibility for your actions? Are you blindly following what others demand or expect you to do? Are you obeying orders and dictates without questioning the morality or legality of it all, or even the sense of it all? Are you believing everything you hear and see in the news? Or are you being discerning in what information you need to retain and which bits of information you should discard? Are you following some religion or teacher? Or are you following what is coming from your own higher self, your own higher guidance, intuition, all coming from within yourself? Are you balanced between humility and your own sense of self-worth? Always putting yourself down, not being able to take credit for what you have done? Or are you always boasting and looking for praise? Are you balanced between keeping quiet and speaking out about something when you know it is wrong? Are you balanced with quiet time in meditation? It is only in the quiet and in the silence that spirits can connect with you. Are you allowing yourself this time? Time out. Time to recharge your batteries. Are you enjoying and treasuring the good times while they last, knowing they won't last forever? Understanding that nothing lasts forever, and knowing that the bad times too will not last? Or are you always complaining about life in general, unable to see the magic and the marvels of life all around you? Not understanding that everything is cyclical. The good times will return, the bad times will go. That is the nature of life. Are you learning lessons from the past? Or are you stuck in the past, holding on to old grudges? Or do you understand that the amount of energy that is needed to hold on to old grudges and keep an argument going is enormous and overwhelming for even the strongest? And we cannot proceed on our soul evolutionary path if we are holding on to old grudges and hurts. Are you addicted to anything in particular? Is there anything in your life which is in excess? Work, medication, alcohol? Or are you addicted to any particular person? Are you too dependent on any one person? Now ask for balance in that area. And remember the prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can change, and wisdom to know the difference. And we now ask Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel to give us the wisdom to know the difference. Finally, ask Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel to help you to assimilate all the new energies coming into us now, throwing us out of balance. We need to adjust to incorporate these energies to stay in balance. So for a moment, just be. In the shimmering, ruby, gold and turquoise rays of light that are soaking into you now, pouring into you from Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel. You are filled with light, glowing, shimmering, sparkling. Take your time to enjoy this experience. The feeling of being back in balance. Healthy in your spiritual, mental and emotional bodies. It is time now to return to this earth dimension. Thank Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel for this wonderful gift you have just received. Lower your energy back down into your chair, gently, slowly. Yes, it's difficult, but we are third dimensional beings, and this is where we belong at this point in time. And when you feel yourself gently coming down, feel yourself getting less light and less light, and becoming heavier and heavier as you take on more of the density of this vibration level on which we live. And when you feel yourself firmly back in your chair, and when you're ready, only when you're ready, shake out your hands and feet, open your eyes, and ground yourself once more. Go forward now, ready to fully embrace this quantum shift in vibration that is taking place on our planet Earth right now. Staying in balance in your spiritual, mental, and emotional bodies. Know that you have been filled with Ascended Master Lady Nada's beautiful, powerful, radiant ruby and gold light, and Archangel Aniel's blazing turquoise light, to enable you to understand in what areas of your life you have been out of balance. And know that you have their assistance in helping you to rectify that balance. And now, to finish off, we have Jennifer Maddy from Crystal Clear in Dundalk. Jennifer's going to give us some words of wisdom, advice, and courage, and inspiration from Ascended Master Lady Nada and from Archangel Aniel.
Thank you, Eileen. So today I'm working with the Rider-Waite Tarot cards, and the first card that I have to integrate Lady Nada today is the High Priestess. So you can see the High Priestess, and she's sitting on her throne. She's sitting in her own intuition, and she has a crystal on the top of her head. So she's working with her divine crystal ball, and it's put your intuition hat on. So your intuition hat, and we all have that right inside of us, to stay balanced and centered, to come into the strength of who we are. So the question I'd like to use to think about today is, are there secrets being hidden from you? So what secrets are being hidden? And integrate Lady Nada, the High Priestess, into your lives. So to integrate Archangel Haniel into our lives, and Haniel, and the colour turquoise, because the colour turquoise is such a strong colour, and turquoise is tranquility, so the ocean behind us, the tranquility of the ocean, and it comes through with good fortune. So thinking of people who are less fortunate than ourselves. So if we are fortunate to have plenty, to be able to share. And I would like you just to think, do you hear your own call to your spiritual rebirth? Ask Ascended Master Lady Nada and Aniel, how do you awaken to your higher self and become compassionate and humble to individuals less fortunate than yourselves? The second card that I'm working with today, or that I've brought with me today, is the Devil card. So I used to be afraid of the devil. I couldn't even say the word devil until I actually changed it, and I reversed the devil to live. So lived, and to live from your higher self, from your higher consciousness. So the Devil card, and there's two sides of the devil. So the devil and the lived. Are you stubborn? Are you controlling? Or are you opinionated? Or are you humble and non-attached? So we have to become flexible and to become leaders at this time on 2022. So the leaders to step forward and to be resolute leaders, to be strong in your conviction and your compassion. So integrating all of this energy, and Haniel or Aniel comes through with the ability to say no. So when we integrate this energy through the meditation, you yourself can fall into the truth of your soul and have the ability to say no to it, whatever doesn't feel right for you. So what feels right for you, for your own inner strength and your own confidence, and just to have the courage. So the courage to glow from inside out, so crystal clear, divine connection, and just know that your prayers are manifesting. So I have a beautiful card here. Oh, it's after falling. From the soul, so the soul cards, and it's the crystal, and it says, your prayers are manifesting, remain positive and follow your guidance. So just know that our prayers are manifesting and that we have to let go and let God. That's my message for today.
Thank you, Jennifer. Lovely words of wisdom and guidance there from Ascended Master Lady Nada and Archangel Aniel coming through Jennifer. We've given you a lot to think about today, but we're in early days in 2022 and we need to be balancing ourselves in this coming year. Because the energies that are coming in this balanced year, this will not happen again for another 11 years. And we need to use these energies in order to develop what we need to develop within ourselves. I hope this has been of some benefit to you. And I hope that you're going away from here with something to think about. And thank you for joining us. And we will see you again shortly for the next full moon. But we'll be in touch with you about that soon. And thank you for the sound vibration. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it got you into a deeper meditation state. And we'll see you again shortly. So for now, thank you again for joining us and namaste.